is summer, and Sunday is the first day of fall, but summer is really taking over all weekend with temperatures topping off in the low 90s. Also, little to no rain for now, but when will we see some higher rain chances and cooler temperatures? I'll have all those details coming up.
Right now, on time now for our first check of our weather, and for that, let's check in with our chief meteorologist, Jenna Petracci.
Well, Brad, it was a really nice Friday for us. Definitely warming up, though. We had temperatures topping off in the upper 80s to low 90s today, and this is just the beginning of the brief warm-up that we're having. But right now on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam in Swainsboro, completely dry tonight. No rainfall reported at Augusta Busch Field, but we did have some spotty stray showers all around Richmond County and surrounding areas. This morning, a bit of a cool start at 62 degrees, climbed to 91 in the afternoon, 4 degrees above average. Right now, we're sitting in the low 70s and even mid-70s in Evans at 75, 73 in Allendale, Augusta at 70, 72 in Louisville, Bamberg, you're at 74 degrees, 73 in Gibson, and 72 in Aiken. So pretty consistent temperatures on this Friday night. And as for the satellite and radar, notice nothing going on in the two-state, really not even seeing any cloud cover anymore. It's a nice, dry, and a clear night. Dew points in the mid to upper 60s and seeing some low 70s in our southeastern counties, so a little bit of moisture around, but overall a decent amount of dry air still in place to limit those rain chances over the next few days. Winds are coming in from the south, very light though, only up to 5 miles per hour in Barnwell. With the calm winds tonight through tomorrow morning, we will have patchy fog development once again for your Saturday morning. If you're out and about early, prepare for that. Temperatures in the mid-60s to start, climbing all the way into the low 90s for your weekend. 93 on Sunday, the first day of fall. We'll continue to have those cool mornings, but then some hot afternoons with not much rain to help with our drought. But later on next week, we could have some higher rain chances. I'll have a look at your full Viper 6 forecast coming up, but back to you, Brad.
All right, Jenna, thanks. New tonight, South still ahead. A look at classrooms in the Palmetto State. What South Carolina educators have to say about a new partnership involving the State Department of Education and a conservative group. That's after the forecast from Jenna.
We are going to have a hot weekend in the low 90s, mostly sunny and dry for now, but next week an increase in rain chances along with a slight cool down. All those details when we return.
Are you ready?
Today's #1 entertainment talk show has 15 Emmys. It's actually 16.
Respect.
It's a new season of Live with Kelly and Mom.
Weekday mornings at 9 on News Channel 6.
It's MASH.
The live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back and happy Friday. I hope you're getting excited for the warm temperatures this weekend. It's the last weekend of summer and also the first weekend of fall, but really summer is taking over and it will be feeling like summer all weekend long. Here's a look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam into Burke County. Nice and dry for our Friday night, sitting at 70 degrees. Dew point of 67. Winds are nice and calm. Around the CSRA, very consistent temperatures, anywhere from around 70 degrees to 75. And as for our satellite and radar, really nothing going on in the two-state, just some passing clouds here and there, but not a drop of rain nearby. We have a lot of dry air in place, and you can see that represented by the orange color here on our water vapor loop. For your weekend forecast, highly recommend soaking up the sunshine and heading to Arts in the heart. If not, lay by the pool, maybe go up to the lake. Temperatures will be right at 90 degrees for Saturday, 93 for Sunday. Our low temperatures in the middle 60s, so right around average there, but definitely above average temperatures for those highs. Continuing to see the 90s carry into next week all the way through Wednesday. Then a pretty steep drop off to 86 next Thursday, 84 this time next week. Now, when it comes to the rain, we haven't had a lot of it lately, and we could really use some. Notice the second phase of drought in our northern and eastern counties. The rest of the CSRA under that first phase of drought. We've only picked up on 0.8 inches of rain at Augusta Busch Field for the month of September, so abnormally dry. This 10% chance of rain isn't really going to help us out too much, but as we start to see around 30, maybe even 40% chances next week, that will definitely be some beneficial rainfall. In the meantime, tomorrow morning, a nice dry start if you're headed headed out early. Then in the afternoon and evening, with the sun coming out and the heating of the day, we could have some isolated showers develop. As we go through time, Sunday morning starting out dry, there's 8 a.m. and then in the afternoon, a rinse and repeat forecast with some isolated showers. But once again, that rain chance just at 10% over the next few days. We are watching the tropics though. That'll be our best chance of some rainfall by the middle to end of next week. Don't worry about these two areas out in the open Atlantic. 10% chance of development there, but a 60% chance of development for this area in the Caribbean Sea. This is low pressure that could become our next named storm, and it will be moving into the Gulf of Mexico. Now, exactly where it moves will really impact our forecast. So if it's further towards the west, that'll be less rain for us. If it's further towards the east, that means more rain for us and all the way up towards the Carolinas. Nonetheless, we should have pretty minimal impacts from this. Any rainfall that we do get will be a good thing, but we'll definitely have to watch for some high wind gusts. We'll keep you updated on that. Lows tonight will be in the middle 60s. Highs tomorrow right around 90 degrees. And that 10-day forecast showing the rain chances just at 10% for now. Then we'll see the high temperatures go down into the mid to upper 80s throughout the middle and end of next week. So enjoy the warmer temperatures while they last. It'll definitely be feeling more like fall in just around a week from now.
We'll look forward to that, Jenna. Thank you. South Carolina's Education Department teaming up with conservative media group PragerU, and some teachers say they're concerned about that. PragerU produces videos that promote conservative stances on issues that include history, race, and gender. The State Education Association says the move brings a non-educational organization into the classroom. But the president of PragerU says those who criticize don't watch their content.
On one hand, we don't allow teachers to teach AP level African studies classes here in South Carolina because it was controversial, was what we were told. Well, the PragerU is not it's not an accredited university. It's not an accredited, affiliated anything. Very biased, very opinionated lessons that they produce, and they're being encouraged to use those.
PragerU content for kids is not political. We are teaching history, we're teaching civics. Now, if teaching American history or teaching civics is political in some people's opinion, well, I mean, that is their opinion.
State Superintendent Ellen Weaver says the videos are not required to be run in classes. Coming up, a look at safety in local classrooms, how Columbia County schools are looking to protect students. We'll have that story for you as News Channel 6 at 11 continues. But first, the winning numbers for tonight's South Carolina Lottery: pick 3, 527. Pick 4 tonight, 4507. The Fireball was 6.
The greatest meal deal for your buck? Hardee's Original Bag. Just $5.99. Loaded with your choice of 2 full-size favorites, plus fries and a drink. All for just $5.99. Hardee's. Goodness in the making.
There are a lot of things.
On News Channel 6, high school football coverage you can count on.
Fentanyl. One pill. Destroying lives.
Fentanyl is robbing us of our children.
Now we're taking you to the front lines, uncovering a new strategy to save a generation.
Saving a generation. The fentanyl crisis. Wednesday, October 2nd at 10 p.m.
Every morning in hard-working America, Hardee's biscuit makers rise to bake our original made-from-scratch biscuits. And now, mix and match 2 handcrafted breakfast biscuits, just $5. Find the best deals on the Hardee's app.
The WJBF Live Viper 6 Skyview Network is sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Low prices, big selection, and committed to quality customer service.
Welcome back, everybody. Columbia County school leaders continuing to answer questions about student safety. This after an increase in threats at schools. Hannah Latier reports.
The school district has seen an increase in reports of threats after school shootings in other areas, like the one at Appalachia High School on September 4th.
Anytime you have a tragedy such as what we've experienced, especially so close to home, there's anxiety there.
The school system will soon have new security systems. They're also going over safety training, investigation protocol, how to prevent threats, and more. School District Police Chief Gary Owens said county schools are getting the security system that allows teachers to notify law enforcement with the push of a button.
We are implementing those systems into the schools now. They're currently being installed in other schools. There are 2 that are active now.
And Associate Superintendent Penny Jackson says after reported threats are thoroughly investigated, staff relies on codes of conduct when deciding consequences.
We have to look at that totality of evidence that we have and then follow our process with legally what we're charged to do through various organizations across the state. There's things in place that we have to make sure that due process is afforded, and that we make sure that we're put students in the right placement.
Chief Owens says the internet has played a big role in circulating these threats, real or fake. His team pairs up with various law enforcement agencies to investigate them.
We work in conjunction with them to find out if that threat is credible. Is it that have the means? We go to the homes and we visit the families and we talk about the situation that came up.
Jackson urging parents to communicate with their children about the severity of threats and to notify the school district if they hear or see anything.
It's always going to be our process to reach back out to parents when they bring that concern to us. And certainly if they call us and let us know that they have these concerns, anything we can share, we will definitely share to try and help them feel comfortable with the situation.
And the school district has more information about school safety and state codes on its website. We'll have a link to that at WJBF.com. In Evans, Hannah Latier, WJBF News Channel 6.
Straight ahead, we take you to the NASCAR Cup Series up at Bristol Motor Speedway, plus what you can expect this college game day in sports.
2388.
Facebook or Instagram.
Domestic violence affects millions every year, but recognizing the signs can save lives. Isolation, manipulation, and controlling behavior are all red flags. Physical aggression is never acceptable. It's not just about the bruises, it's about the fear it instills. Psychological abuse can be just as harmful and leave scars that may never heal, affecting self-esteem and relationships long after the abuse ends. Break the silence and reach out for help. There's a community waiting to support you. Visit safehomestv.org for support and resources. Together, we can end domestic violence.
Weather headlines on News Channel 6, brought to you by Hickson Roofing. The live 5 for 6 mobile app. Download it today. Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
Welcome back, everybody. Tonight, the Xfinity Series regular championship held at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Cole Custer led 104 laps to score his second victory tonight and claim the championship. You can catch the Xfinity Series playoffs next Saturday. They'll be at the Kansas Motor Speedway 4 in the afternoon on the CW. Week 4 of ESPN's college football coverage is here. Reese Davis and company have your preview for tomorrow's games.
Delighted to be joined by
Little extra art for Arts in the Heart this time around. The big festival, as we told you, is underway downtown. And now we'll take a close look at one small part of it out there somewhere with George Escala.
They're nitpicking at Arts in the Heart.
It's unique. It's cute. It's there.
It's the art that grows on trees, or better, was placed there. So it's art made out of yarn.
I love it. It's like yarn just threw up on the tree. It's amazing.
The yarn art is helping decorate the lower end of the festival site.
There's a group of knitters and crocheters who get together and they do this periodically.
Even with all the other art at the festival, the yarn art is sticking out.
I think it's awesome. And if you haven't been down to that one, it's got a really cool meerkat on it. All handmade.
So here's the meerkat, but there's also a yarn snake in a tree. That's just got to make you happy. So Arts in the Heart has been yarn bombed, but it's all cool.
And so they've come out and we have it's beautiful. We love it.
You like that snake in the tree?
Yes. You put it up there?
I did not put a snake in the tree.
Okay. Well, as long as it don't bite.
With all the other activities, the yarn art might get lost in the shuffle at Arts in the Heart, but it's going to stay up a couple of more weeks so you can check it out even after the festival folds its tents. Out there somewhere in Augusta, George Escala, WJBF, News Channel 6.
And one more check of the weather with Jenna.
Yeah, well, it's a great weekend to go to Arts in the Heart or really spend any time outside. Definitely plan some outdoor activities. It's going to be mostly sunny and mostly dry. Just a 10% chance of rain. High of 90 tomorrow, 93 for Sunday. Lows in the mid to upper 60s for now. Then next week, those lows will start to go down and the highs also go down. 82 next weekend with around the 20 to 30% chance of rain.
All right, Jenna, thanks a lot, and thank you all for watching. Now it is time for some football coverage. Football Friday night straight ahead. Hope you'll stick around for that. Have a great weekend.